Hello and welcome to She Boss Talk. I am Shante Roddy. Welcome to today's stimulus update and news report. This is February the 4th. As always, we're coming on to bring you the latest news regarding all the stimulus, the benefits that pertains to all of you all as entrepreneurs and small business owners so that you can get a financial lifeline for your business. So as we're waiting on people to join us, you're coming in, do say hello. Let me know who you are, where you're hailing from. Do give this video a thumbs up. Hit that love button if you're viewing in from Facebook. Do subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. We're almost at 20,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. Thank you all so much for your support. As always, if you want to know every time we go live with these updates that are important for you and your families, do make sure that you hit the notification button. I get so many questions regarding that. So I want to make sure that you all stay in the know so that you can take quick action because we know that these programs are based on funding. They are time sensitive and they are competitive. So you want to make sure that you're taking proactive measures to secure the funding that you need for your business. Okay. So with that said, I'm going to get right into these stimulus updates. As always, please drop your questions, any that you have. I will try to answer some while I'm live on this broadcast. And if you don't hear me respond to your question, I always do follow up after the broadcast. Do feel free to use the super chat. Thanks to all my super chatters out there. I definitely appreciate, again, your support of our channel. Now, first, I want to start with just talking about President Biden's American Rescue Plan. If you don't know, this is a $1.9 trillion plan that Biden has. It's a proposed plan. Right now, the Democrats are drafting legislation. So I want to talk about some of the key points that they're working on regarding this plan. Biden did meet with 10 GOP leaders to talk about how they can gain bipartisan support of this bill, negotiate so that they can get more money to the American people. Biden, he really has said that this is really not just important, but it is urgent. This is not a stimulus that they can sit on because even with the rollout and of the latest stimulus bill, that took months and months to roll out. So they know that a bigger stimulus package is needed and it's urgent. So we can expect that more information on that in the upcoming days and upcoming weeks. Right after Biden met with the GOP, he met with Democratic committee leaders to discuss the plan as well. He is willing to negotiate on the stimulus checks, which are the direct economic payments the American people received twice. In 2020, first we received $1,200 per individual, and then later we received the $600. The goal is to be able to give the American people $1,400. But I want to let you know what the latest what they're proposing now versus what's in his plan to be able to give the $1,400. So I think that everyone is on board with the $1,400. Is just targeting them. They want them to be more targeted. I know the Republicans are taking issue with people that they feel that are making money that really don't need help getting access to the money. So they really want to make sure that low to moderate income families and households are getting access to these checks. So what is proposed? Let me tell you what is in the American Rescue Plan as far as the $1,400 per individual and $2,800 per married couple. It was up to $75,000. So if your income is up to $75,000, you would qualify. Where under this new one, it would be anyone with 50K below. And then if you're married, it's $100,000. If you're head of household, it would be $120,000, which you could qualify for. And if you don't meet these thresholds, again, you would qualify for partial payment. Again, after so much of income, then it would phase out. But this again is something that again they're drafting legislation. What the final outcome we don't know, but again they seem to be consensus on the $1,400 to equal out to that $2,000 to give us the balance from the $600 that we received. But what thresholds they will use still remain to be seen, whether it's going to be the $75,000 or less, or $50,000 or less, or somewhere in between. Once we find out, we will let you know. Again, it's based on what they have and what they agreed to in the House and the Senate to be able to pass it. Now, also, they're trying to get bipartisan support. But if the Democrats do not, they can go through a process called the consolidation, and be able to pass the stimulus package without Republican support. But Biden is really wanting to get both sides together to really pass this, but he is not going to wait in order to do it, because the American people are saying that they need relief. They're really struggling out here. So just want to let you know, give you some facts and some figures. 18 million jobless workers right now as of January the 2nd that were reported. As of last week, 779,000 additional unemployment claims, $70 billion. Americans are $70 billion behind in rent payments. Okay, so that's where that need for rent relief is coming from. There's rent relief also in the law that passed, the Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2021 that we're working under right now, where they're rolling out benefits, but they know much more is needed. 32 billion behind in utility payments. So again, there are programs under the CARES Act and under the Consolidated Appropriations Act that are allowing for these various benefits for you all to be able to apply for, so that you can get, again, that relief for your families and your households. Based on the information that they put out regarding the stimulus checks, just want to say this. If they do it where it's 50K or below, that would come out to 71%, around 71% of American households getting the full benefit, and about 17% of households that would get a partial benefit. I want to speak to Mitt Romney, again, a show of bipartisan support regarding the child care money for children. That could come in a form like of a direct payment or a tax credit, but they're really looking to putting out or giving, according to his proposal, $4,200 per child per year. Under age 6 and 6 to 17, it would be $3,000. That's in comparison to what is in the American in the rescue plan, which is $3,600 per child under 6, and then $3,000 per child 6 to 17. One of the differences in his plan is he wants to get rid of the TANF program. So I don't believe or think that the Democrats will be on board with that. But again, that is a show of bipartisan support. So those are just a few of the different benefits that they have outlined in the American Rescue Plan that is currently being negotiated. Legislation is being drafted so that they can get that to the American people as quickly as possible. So if you have any questions related to that, let me know. Right now, there's still people, if you haven't gotten your stimulus check, your $600 stimulus check, let me know. There are some people that still haven't gotten theirs. I know there were some issues with some of you all that filed, like within TUIT, right, TurboTax, H&R Block. There were some issues that they were supposed to have gotten resolved a while back. But the majority of you all received your direct payments. If you want to track where your payments are, you can go to the irs.gov and track the status of your payments there. I know one of my relatives initially, their status was actually reflecting that it was put on a card, that it was not. They didn't get the deposit. But when they went back, we checked and it was updated. It actually said that they their check was being mailed. So, and I think it's targeted for today, to be received today or tomorrow. So just know that if there was some issue, or it was saying it was in some bank account and you were like, well, I don't have any money in here, check for update of your status, that they may have sent you a check, or a debit card. And what we do know is some Americans have been throwing away their mail. Please do not just throw away your mail, because you're potentially throwing out your debit card or your check. So you're just going to delay being able to get access to your stimulus checks. Okay, so check your status on the IRS website. Okay, now I want to just talk about some of the programs that are already being rolled out. We know the Paycheck Protection Program is available. It is up and running. Many lenders are already processing applications. Well over 60,000 have been processed and approved. But I do want to know, because I know people have been challenged with this. Some of you all don't even know this program exists. But this is available for entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, independent contractors, nonprofits, for-profit companies that have, depending if you're a first or second draw. First draw 500 or less employees, second draw 300 or less employees. There have been some challenges with the new rollout with the SBA system. So banks and other industry leaders are pushing the SBA and Treasury to fix some of these issues, these system issues that are rejecting qualified applicants. So I don't know if that is you. If you had some issues with your applications being declined, do let me know, because again, if your application is declined, you should know the reason why. But some of these are, again, erroneous, and you should be approved, but you're being declined. Just remember, you can apply with more than one lender. You don't have to just apply with one. You can apply with multiple lenders and see who you get approved with. You can only be funded by one lender. Okay. So I would encourage you to, again, if you apply for the first round and were funded, now you're applying for the second round. Go back to the lender that funded your loan in the beginning. Is just going to make the process easier. If you did not get first round, then this is your first time applying, then there are many lenders out there. We're helping with applications. You can see the link in our description to get help to apply. We're also providing a free help session, group help session. Registration ends tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. The class is Saturday, February the 6th at 10 a.m. sharp. This is for anybody. It's free that needs help overcoming challenges with applying for the PPP program. If that's you, again, I encourage you to register. Or if you know someone that is having challenges, please inform them that we have this opportunity available for them to give free help regarding the PPP program. Okay, so I would encourage you all to apply. Again, you must have been in business, active, operating your business as of February 15, 2020. As long as you were doing that, you should be able to qualify. You do, for second round, applicants have to be able to show a decrease in revenue of at least 30% or more in gross receipts. This is across different programs. So a lot of people have asked me about that. And how do you show the variation? They're going to ask for tax returns. You need to be able to show your profit and loss statements or other financial records to be able to show a loss over a 8-week period in comparable periods from 2019 and 2020. So that's important that you make sure you have all your documents together. And so that it will make it easier for you to get your loan approved. If you need help, we have step-by-step walkthrough videos of the application, of the process of the forms for first round and second round, letting you know what the requirements are and how to best set yourself up to get approved for those loans. Go check out our PPP playlist. Also, the EIDL program, the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program, what has been extended through December 31st of 2021. That is not the advance, that is the loan. So if you're new applying right now to the SBA Disaster Loan Program, you're applying only for the loan. They have rolled out the new targeted EIDL $10,000 grant program under the Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2021. They already started sending out email notifications. This program is specifically for those that had already applied on or before December the 27th of 2020. So if that was you, Be on the lookout for a correspondence from SBA. Will always come from a SBA.gov website. I did a video, I believe yesterday or the day before, on the targeted EIDL program. I also have a playlist on our YouTube channel where you can, everything you need to know about the targeted EIDLs, if you qualify, every question you have, they release the FAQs for just about every single question you have is answered in the FAQs. You can find it in the video. The link is there. And so you can search there for your questions, and I review them all of the FAQs on air. So that should be helpful for you. That program, again, they will roll it out first to those that receive partial amount of they did not get the full 10,000. So like if you received 1,000, let me know if that's you in the comment. If you received any part of the grant in 2020, let me know. We are first in line to get the grant. Okay. Second in line are those that apply after the funding had ran out. Now, in order to qualify, you must show a 30% or more a decrease in gross receipt. Again, comparable 8-week periods. So you take one 8-week period in 2019 compared to the same period in 2020 and be able to show a decrease to be able to qualify. And then you must be in a low income community, which the SBA determines by your zip code. So they will be checking to verify your address, because some of you are notated, you've had changes, you moved. So they will allow you to be able to verify your current business address. That's what they're going based out of. So if you're a home-based business like me, your home address and business address are the same. You need to make sure all your information is accurate when you submit your applications, because again, they will email you letting you know you're potentially eligible, and they will give you the link in order to submit your information to apply and request the $10,000 or the balance thereof. Please note, unlike the other EIDL, right, in the EIDL loan, you can request reconsideration. You can request through the process. You can request an increase. We also have information, videos, and templates on that. You cannot, for this grant, request a reconsideration. They are not doing appeals. So you must get your application right the first time. Okay? So I will highly encourage you, if you have not checked out my latest video on the targeted EIDLs, watch that all the way through first before you go and apply. You want to make sure you have everything in order before you hit that submit button, because that's your one and only chance to get it right, to get your $10,000 or the balance thereof. Okay. So if you have, again, questions, let me know. But again, go to that video if you really want additional information. Want to reference the pandemic unemployment assistance program, which is still available. That has been extended under the latest stimulus that was passed. So at this point, now the states have been rolling out or reopening applications or claims, allowing you all to file claims for pandemic unemployment assistance. Again, this program is for those that would not normally qualify under the traditional unemployment. That's those of you that are self-employed, independent contractors, gig workers, small business owners. You can potentially qualify and also get the additional $300 to $400 additional per week of benefits. Please take note that you cannot both be on unemployment and receive be using your PPP money at the same time, because your PPP is your owner's compensation replacement. When you apply for PPP, you are including your owner's compensation. So this, especially for you all that are self-employed, that you don't have employees, you are an employee of one applying for the PPP program, and then you're using your Schedule C. If you that's how you file. Now you use whatever documents that you file with, but if you have a Schedule C, that's what you would use, line 31, divided by 12 and times it by 2.5 months. And if you're in the restaurant business, you times it by 3.5 months. But you cannot be on unemployment and using PPP at the same time. But I encourage you to reach out to your unemployment office to see if you are eligible to file a claim. And if your benefits were paused, which everyone that's on pandemic unemployment, your benefits were paused when the law expired. but now it's back up and running, and states have reopened up the program. So let me know what state you're in. If your state has reopened up the pandemic unemployment, and if they started releasing those additional checks of 300 to 400. It's 400 if you are both W-2 employee, because you can be partially unemployed and qualify. You can be a W-2 worker and 1099 and qualify, but you cannot get more than you receive in earned income. Okay, just want to make sure that is clear. I'll get to questions in just a second. Want to just remind you of an important grant that the SBA is launching. It's already on their website. I also have a video on it. It is called the Shuttered Live Venue Grant. If that is you, if you are in that industry, this is one of the hardest hit industries. There is a grant called the Shuttered Live Venue Grants for live venues that accept paid tickets. If you manage someone that is in the arts, entertainer, you have a comedy club, or you manage a comedian, any of those types of industries, cultural arts, please go to that video, check it out. There's a lot of requirements, but it's very worth it if you are one of the ones that qualify, because the grants are up to $10 million per business. Plus, they're going to give out supplemental grants. So you get the one grant, and then they're going to be giving supplemental grants. First in line are those that suffered a loss of 90% or more. Second in line is those that had a loss of 75% or more, and then it will be opened up to everyone else. You had to have received or experienced a loss of at least 25%, and you must be able to prove it. Okay, but this is a huge grant. Another thing to note is that you cannot get the Shuttered Live Venues grant and get PPP. So I would encourage you to really look into the Shuttered Live Venue, see if that's applicable to you. That may be the better option over PPP. PPP is a forgivable loan. It's also a grant up to $2 million this round. Right, for second round is up to $2 million. The grants for the Shuttered Live Venue is up to $10 million per business. Okay, so that's a really good grant that is available. CARES Act grants for the states are still rolling out. They're still having multiple rounds. So as always, I encourage you to apply at your local geographic area. Because there are so many grants that are still coming out. They're adding even more millions to those grant opportunities. I know California just recently closed. They are trying to actually add another $500 million for those small business grant programs that are out there. So all around the country, every state has had grant programs. Some are better than others. But that is at the government level. So even if your state doesn't have one at the state government, there's other organizations that do. You can go to our grant tracker, which is a free online tool, and we have tips on where to seek out grants in your local area, what organizations that you can find grants, and you just reach out to them and see what they have available to support you and your business. They're seeking out. A lot of them are doing campaigns to find you all to be able to give you this free money. I've already told you that you're going to be flooded. Small businesses are going to be flooded with money, free money for your business. No other time like this have there been money available, free money available for for-profit businesses. So money is always available for nonprofits, right? But regardless if you're nonprofit or for-profit, it's so much easier right now to get a grant where you don't need a grant writer and you don't need a lengthy proposal. What you do need is our grant tracker. Number one, is free. You need our cheat sheet, our winning grants application cheat sheet. If you don't have it, we highly recommend that you get it. It's really going to help you position your business to be able to win more grants. It's going to help you know what to do, know what to say, what stories to write, to tell your story in order to win grants for your business. In addition to that, we've had a successful live masterclass called Win Grants with Ease. You can see that on the screen. The bundle and cheat sheet are available at the link that you see on the screen. The masterclass was phenomenal. We made the replay available on demand. And I'm now partnering with other amazing business leaders to host live classes. But it's on demand for you where you can use it as an interactive class with other entrepreneurs and business owners just like you trying to overcome their challenges. And this masterclass and the cheat sheet are going to get you the results that you need. There's just so many of you struggling. And that's why we put together these tools so you don't have to struggle. You can get off the struggle bus, and we're giving you all the insider tips. Everything we use to get grants, everything that we've helped educate people to get grants for their business, we're giving it to you. And it's on demand for you. You can get it at this link. Share the link with others that you know that are challenged, that really need help. Every day, I get Instagram messages, Facebook messages, LinkedIn messages, and emails from businesses saying that they are in desperate need. They're on the verge of closing their business, or they think that they're going to be homeless. They need help, or they don't know how to apply for these programs. We're telling you how. Yes, it's more easier, but it's just bottom line. There's just so many businesses that are doing business. Maybe you treated it like a side hustle or hobby. You didn't take the necessary steps to set up your business correctly. You're not, doing your taxes. We show you everything that you need to do to position your business to win grants. Okay. We want you to get the free money. There are billions out there that are available, and we want you to get them. So grants are still out there more and more. And once this $1.9 trillion stimulus package passed, there will be even more money coming down. There's so many organizations and business and individuals that want to support small business that are coming. They're partnering up and they're providing grants. Okay. So there's new ones on board. L'Oreal just launched one for beauty businesses, including barbershops. Comcast Rise has a grant. Did it close? It closes on the 7th. They have one every quarter. That one is for Black-owned businesses. DoorDash has one for local restaurants. So if you know businesses that fit into these different categories, please tell them about these opportunities. Please share our videos, our channels, and share our website so they can go there and get the information. They can simply go to www.shebosstalk.com. Now, before I close out, thank you all for staying here. Myself and one of my peers, her name is Kawana D. She is a government contracts expert. Okay. I'm an expert in certifications. That means small business certification, minority certification, hub zone certification, disadvantaged business certification, minority, Black-owned business, women certification, whatever that is. I would encourage you, if you fit in those categories, to join us on February the 20th. I'm hosting another live masterclass to help you all get certified in your businesses. Certifications is really going to help position you to get access to billions of dollars in grants, government grants, and billions of dollars in government and corporate contracts. There are billions that are set aside specifically for these different types, classifications of businesses. In addition to that, there's billions more that are not set aside. So they are wanting to give us access to these opportunities. This is what you need, many of you, to scale your business, right? You can have one client and be getting millions of dollars, right? Or train one time and get $100,000 to go in and train for someone. Certification and government contracting serves in a number of different industries. So don't think that your business is so different that it would not qualify for this program. Certifications are for for-profit businesses only. Know that the government, the federal government, is the number one procurer in the country. In the country, the number one procurer. They spend billions of dollars every single year on products and services. Why not yours? Okay, so we're here to set you up for success. So there's money out here to be had, and we want to help you get it. So meet us. The link is in the description. make sure that you have the link. I'll drop it also in the comments. Again, if you're interested in certification, if you even wondered about how you can get into government contracting, you definitely want to be in this training. If you ever thought about getting federal grants for your business, there's so many startups that skip the venture capitalists, right? Getting venture capital, and they get government grants. So the opportunities are out here, and we are sharing our expertise and our experience, our wisdom with you to set you up for success. So I encourage you to use all of the resources and tools. Take the master classes that apply to you. These are scheduled to help you get results. When you leave the classes, you will leave there with action plans so you can get results. Okay. So I hope this has been beneficial for you. Really quickly, I'm going to see if there's any questions. How can I get the grant tracker? The link is on the comments, or you could go to our website at www.shebosstalk.com. You can click on bit.ly/SBT get grants now, and you can get the grant. You can get the cheat sheet and the masterclass at that link. You can go to our website, click on the Relief and Grant Tracker tab to get the grant tracker. Okay. One person, Tyran, had 2 jobs, lost one, have a hard time. You're in Texas. Texas won't let you file for unemployment. You need to know why they won't let you apply for unemployment. And I know it has been a struggle even to get through to some of these phone lines, but you have to be persistent. If you have to call every day, if you have to learn what the non-peak hours are and call at those times, I would do it until you find out why they're denying you. Because there has been so much fraud with these programs, including unemployment. They just was talking about more fraud in Ohio, and how many millions were lost in Ohio due to unemployment fraud. So I would encourage you to just continue to be vigilant and continue to call and find out why you did not qualify, and see if you can overcome it and go through the appeals process. Even if they deny you, you can appeal. Okay. Thank you so much, John. I need the cheat sheet, please, for my small business. We'll make sure you have it. The link is on the screen. You can just go and get it, and it's also in the description and the show notes. There's lounges for Shuttered Live Venue. You can. For the Live Shuttered Venue grants, is really based on your main business. It's really around tickets and ticket sales. So again, go to that live venue, go to the live venue grant video. And click on the links and really go through that information to see if you're eligible. It's not just that you have a lounge. They have really specific detailed requirements to be able to qualify for that grant. Eugene, I received the email in January to let me know I was waiting for information. Now it has been signed. I'm waiting for the new email from the SBA. Okay. PA is back open for unemployment. Someone said Ohio is not open. I heard Ohio was open. I stopped filing like 2 months ago. But if they're not open, what they do is they backdate. They will retroact your unemployment benefits only back to December the 1st. So not sure why they did that. I would have, backdated it further. Back to when they initially stopped the benefits, but again, that's what they did. 25. Gina, it may be 25%. There's so many programs. I know one is 30% that you have to show a decrease in gross receipts, and one is 25%. Okay. When you apply, it will tell you exactly what percentage you need to show. Okay, so a lot of people received the partial grant, so I hope you all will be looking at your emails to see if you get a email from the SBA. I know, people sent me some yesterday that they got theirs. Let's see. Okay. Can you get help with a small home jewelry business for inventory? No matter what type of business, you can get help and you can get funding for. You have to show that you're serious about your business. So I was just talking with someone about a collaboration that we're doing on a live masterclass, and we were talking about money for startups. It's not that you're just a startup. You say, "Oh, I want to start a business," and people are just going to hand you thousands of dollars. You really have to be set up. You really have to have a solid business plan. You have to show that you're taking your business seriously. You have to have proof of concept. So there are startup grants. There's grants for almost anything. And I know one grant specialist was saying she had never heard of like a grants for buildings. They may be rare, but they are out here. Like we just had one that launched here in where I live in Ohio, and they're giving grants for you to get buildings and land. It just depends on the grant and the program. It may show up in the form of what they call some type of a credit or a reimbursement. All that is free money back to you and your business. But if you are start a business, you have to have a solid business plan and you have to have a proof of concept. What I recommend is start selling something. You have to start selling something and get online and be consistent. And then, and then you can apply for funding. And for startups, I have a video called How to Get Free Funding for Startups. Go to that video. I talk about at least 7 different ways to get free money for your business. But then you have to take that and then go apply it. What the recommendations that I give, then you go apply it, and then you will see that you will be able to get money. Yes, there's money for vets. There's actually you should contact your VA. They actually have grants specifically for vets with small businesses. So if you are a veteran, I can't speak to grants for property for your homes. I'm just talking about grants for businesses. But there are all types of grants out there, but I'm talking specifically about businesses. I would, again, for all these types of things, it's best to search in your local area. I know Ohio has a lot. They have a lot of programs. So check your state, and I'm sure you'll find out there's a lot out there. Okay, one more, and then I will close out. I submitted a PPP application, have not gotten a reply from my financial institution. Can I reapply? Yes, you can reapply with me and as many lenders as possible. I said that there has been some issues with the systems. So I would encourage you to apply with more than one financial institution. And one last thing regarding PPP, because somebody was confused yesterday, reached out to me that had applied through us. If you apply in 2020 and you were denied, you did not get funded, then you're applying for your first round, not second. There's a difference. So if you were not funded in 2020 and you are now applying for your first PPP loan, you are applying for first round. You're only applying for second round if you actually were funded in the first round. Now you're applying for second round. There's a difference. Okay, so it's a difference when you're filling out the application because they're asking you these questions. So if you were not funded, don't say that you were, right? Or that don't mark that you're applying for a second round when you're applying for first. Okay. All right. Well, those have been the updates for today. As always, as soon as we get more information, I would definitely come on, make sure I keep you all updated. I will be bringing you all even more information, more videos on things that can really help you amplify your impact, your influence, and your income in your business. Okay. So as always, continue to be the boss with amplified impact and continue to stay safe and in good health. Have a wonderful day.